So friends, I think all you have seen my previous two videos for the solution of WPSC Assistant Engineer Civil Recruitment Exam 2007, and I think now all you have subscribed my channel to get the upcoming videos that will be very much helpful for your preparation for the WPSC Assistant Engineer Recruitment 2020. Okay, so here comes the third part for 2007 exam solution. So start from question number 40. The net ultimate bearing capacity of a strip footing resting on clay compared to a square footing of same size is, and these are the answer. Now we know that as per Tarjagi's analysis, the net ultimate bearing capacity of strip footing on clay QF equals to CNC plus QNQ plus 0.5 gamma B N gamma. Okay, and for square footing of same size resting on clay, QF dashed equals to 1.3 CNC plus QNQ plus 0.4 gamma B N gamma. So it is obvious that Q dash F is greater than Q. So Q is less than Q dash F. So it will be less. Option B is correct. Okay. Now question number 41. A plate load test is useful to estimate, and these are the answer. Now you know that plate load test is done at the site to determine the ultimate bearing capacity of soil and settlement of foundation under the loads of clayey and sandy soil. So both A and B means bearing capacity and settlement will be the answer. So option D will be answer. Now question number 42. Under load, the void ratio of submerged saturated clay decreased from 1.00 to 0.92. What will be the ultimate settlement of 2-meter thick clay due to consolidation? Okay. Now I have solved it. You know that ultimate settlement due to consolidation equals to delta E by 1 plus E0 into H, where delta is a void ratio change and E0 is the initial void ratio and H is the thickness of clay. So 1 minus 0.92 by 1 plus 1 into 2 equals to 80 millimeter. Okay. So option C is correct. Now question number 43. Which one of the following relations is not correct? Okay. And these are the options. Here you all know that AC equal to WG, gamma sat equal to G plus E by 1 plus E into gamma W. Okay. And N equals to here, N equals to E minus 1 minus E and E equals to N by 1 minus N. So out of these two will be the actual answer. Okay. Actually this is correct and this is wrong. How? Now I will show you. We know that E equals to VB by Vs, that means void ratio equal to volume of void by volume of solid, and porosity equal to volume of void by total volume. Okay, so total volume V equals to volume of void plus volume of solid. So 1 by N equals to V by VB, okay, equals to VB plus Vs by VB equal to 1 plus 1 by E. That means N equals to E by 1 plus E. But what is given? That N equals to E by 1 minus E. So C is correct option. Now question number 44. What it states? That permeability of soil varies inversely as of grain size, inversely as grain size as square of grain size. Okay, option D is correct because permeability is the property of soil sample which permits the flow of water through it. It varies approximately the square of grain size. Okay, and it depends on the effective diameter of grain size, that means D10, and K equals to C into D10 square. So permeability is square proportional to square of grain size. So 44 is correct. Now 45. What it states? That comparatively sudden reduction in volume of soil mass under an applied load is called, and these are the answer. Okay. Now we know that comparatively sudden reduction in volume of a soil mass under an applied load is called initial consolidation. Okay. And what is primary consolidation? Primary consolidation is the reduction in volume of a soil mass caused by the application of a sustained load to the mass and due to principally a squeezing out of water from the void spaces of the masses. Okay. And what is secondary compression? Secondary consolidation is defined as the reduction in volume of a soil mass caused by the application of a sustained load to the mass and due principally to the adjustment of the internal structure of the soil mass. Okay. So here option B is correct. Now question number 46. The principle of working of an optical square is based on, and these are the options. Now we know that the principle of working an optical square is based on double reflection, as there are two mirrors placed at 45-degree angle and reflection occurs twice. Okay, so option D is correct. Now question number 47. When the area to be surveyed is large, having undulating ground and higher accuracy is not required, then the best method suitable for surveying will be plane table surveying will be the correct option. I am telling you why. Chain surveying is suitable on a level ground with little undulation. Okay, so option A is not correct. Compass surveying is suitable for large area surveying crowded with many details. Okay, but here higher accuracy is not required, so compass surveying is ignored. By theodolite surveying, horizontal angle and vertical angle both are measured accurately, so option D is also not correct. For plane table surveying, it is suitable for long area and large area with so much undulation, but higher accuracy is not required, so option C is correct. Number 48. The angle between the true meridian and the magnetic meridian at the time of observation is known as, and these are the options. Now we know that the horizontal angle which a magnetic meridian makes with true meridian is called the magnetic declination. The horizontal angle which a line makes with the magnetic meridian measured from the magnetic line, that means magnetic north line, is called magnetic bearing. Okay, and the bearing angle of a line is defined as the acute horizontal angle between a reference meridian and the line. So option D is correct. Magnetic declination it is. Okay. Now question number 49. During leveling, the following readings were obtained. RL of a point on a floor equal to plus 10.000 meter. A reading of a staff on this floor equals to plus 1.505 meter, and its bottom touching the beneath of the girder equals to minus 2.495 meter RL. The RL of the bottom of the girder is, please see it carefully. I have solved it and please see it carefully. That height of instrument on the floor will be the RL of the point plus the given data 1.505 equals to 11.505. Okay. Now its bottom touching the beneath of a girder and the reading is minus 2.495. So RL of bottom of girder will be 11.505 minus of minus 2.495. That means 14.000 meter. Okay. Please watch it again and again if you don't understand. So option D is correct. 14.000 meter. Now question number 50. If the cross-sectional area of an embankment at 30 meter interval are 20, 40, 60, 50 and 30 square meter respectively, the volume of the embankment of the basis of Prismoidal rule is, I think you all have read Prismoidal rule in the chapter area and volume in surveying. Okay, so here is the calculation that volume V equals to H by 3 into A1 plus A5 plus 4 into A2 plus A4 plus 2A3. Okay, here A1 is 20, A5 is 30 and A2 is 40 and A4 is 50 and A3 is 60. Okay, so putting the value we get V equals to 5300 meter square. So the cross sectional area will be 5300 meter square. That means option A is correct. Now question number 51. If quadrantal bearing is n 25 degree west, the whole circle bearing of the line will be, and these are the option. Okay. Now this also I have solved. This is the line Q, which makes an angle theta, and theta is given as, the bearing of the line given as n 25 degree west. So the whole circle bearing will be 360 degree minus 25 degree, that means 335 degree, 335 degree. That means option A is correct. Now question number 52. The reading taken on a staff 100 meter from the instrument with the bubble central was 1.872 meter. Okay. The bubble is then moved 5 divisions out of the center and the staff reading is observed to be 1.906 meter. The sensitivity of the bubble tip will be, and these are the answer. Now we know that staff intercept equals to S equals to, here the value given 1.906 minus 1.872 equals to 0.034, and here n equals to 5 division and d equals to 100. So sensitivity alpha equals to S by nd into 206265 equals to, if we put the value, then we get sensitivity alpha equal to 14 second. Okay, so option B is correct. Now question number 53. The length of long chord of a simple circular curve of radius r and angle of deflection phi is, and these are the answer. Okay, now you please remember, okay, what I am telling you, you please remember, because this is very important and this generally comes in any exam. Length of chord equals to 2r sin phi by 2. Okay, and apex distance equal to r into sec phi by 2 minus 1, and Bharsht sine of curve equals to r into 1 minus cos phi by 2, and tangent length equals to r tan phi by 2. Okay, so here length of chord is asked, so it is option B, 2r sin phi by 2. Okay, now question number 54. That in contour map the contour lines, and these are the option. Now we know that what are contour lines. Contour line are the line passing through points of equal reduced level. Okay, contour line cannot touch each other, also they cannot cross one another except in the case of overhanging cliff. Okay, in case of overhanging cliff they can cross each other. So here option C is correct, that cannot touch and cannot cross. In case of overhanging cliff it may cross. Okay, so option C is correct. Now question number 55. For a well conditioned triangle in triangulation surveying, no angles would be less than, and these are the option. Okay, now what is a well conditioned triangle? A well conditioned triangle is where no angle is less than 30 degree or greater than 120 degree. Okay, so here option B is correct, 30 degree should not be less than. Now question number 56. That excess vibration of a green concrete leads to, and these are the options. This question also often asked in any examination, that the harm that over vibration does is segregation. Okay, so option C is correct. This exceeding the vibration result, when the vibration result exceed, then what happens? The smaller and lighter constituent of concrete mix come out the surface, latent phenomenon is observed at the surface, and mortar is observed to leak out through the formworks where they found defect in joint. Okay, so all these are result for the cause of excess vibration. So here option C is correct. Now question number 57. In stoneware, pipe glazing is made, and these are the options. Now please listen carefully with respect to India Standard Code. As per IS 651 of 2007 of Indian Standard for Glazed Stonewares, Pipes and Fitting Specification, okay, the interior or exterior surfaces of the pipes and fittings which remains exposed after jointing shall be glazed. The glaze shall be obtained by the action of fumes of common salt on the material of the pipe during the process of burning. And stoneware is a vitreous or semi-vitreous ceramic made primarily from stoneware clay or non-refractory fire clay, and in stoneware the glazing is made for hardening the pipe. So option C is correct. Now question number 58. Quartzite is a, and these are the options. Now we know that quartzite is a siliceous rock. Siliceous rocks have silica, that means SiO2 greater than 50% as a predominant component. Some sedimentary and metamorphic rock like quartzite may be made up almost entirely 98 to 100% of the silica naturally. They are considered among the strongest building stones. So option A is correct. Now question number 59. Slack time in part analysis for critical activity equal to 0. Now first you should know the definition of slack in part analysis. In part analysis, slack is the difference between the latest allowable time and the earliest expected occurrence time. Okay, and for critical path, the value of the latest allowable time and the earliest expected occurrence time are the same. So the difference will be 0. So for critical activities, slack time in part analysis is 0. So option A is correct. Now question number 60. For it state that LaChatelier device is used for determining, these are the options. Now we know that LaChatelier device is used to determine the soundness of cement. Okay, that means option A. Also you should know that which type of device and what devices are used for determination these parameters. Now please listen carefully that Vicat apparatus is used to measure the setting time of cement. Fineness of cement is measured by sieving, and compressive strength measured by cube test of 70.6 mm into 70.6 mm into 70.6 mm. Okay. So this is the third part for the solution of WBPSC Assistant Engineer Civil 2007 exam. I think all my videos you are watching carefully. Also you have seen my solution for the year of 2014, and also from the next time I will prepare some section test and mock test for you, which will be very much helpful, and if you practice them vigorously, all your effort must be successful. Okay, so please subscribe my channel and watch my video carefully. Thank you very much and all the best for your future endeavor.